Hi everyone, Alan from Newlands Nursery, and this is today's 5-Minute Friday, and it's a really apt one for this time of year. So I'm in one of our greenhouses where we've taken loads and loads of cuttings of fuchsias, and you can see them all the way down here. This is just our first batch of some of the fuchsias for the year. But what I want to do is, so many people will be buying fuchsias fairly soon in the next sort of month, 6 weeks time to plant for your hanging baskets in your garden and stuff like that. I think it's an apt thing to do is actually we're going to take the tops off these fuchsias and take cuttings for you so you can see what to do if they get to, when they get to you can actually make some more plants, which is really good. So you can see here, this is just one batch here. We planted these a little while ago. You've got some nice roots coming here, and this could easily be how the fuchsias come to you when you buy them online or from a garden centre. And we're just going to take a cutting off here. It actually helps this base plant as well, so it'll bush out. So often you'll get what's known as a stopped plant when they're delivered to you, which means it branches out and you're going to get more branches, which is better for the plant as well. So let's go and take some cuttings of these. Okay, so we've picked up our tray of cuttings. We planted these, what would it be now? It's going to be around about 7-8 weeks ago. So they're just rooting. We wouldn't send them out like this, but we can still take the tops off them and we can show you what you could do when they get delivered to you. So let's take this plug out. It's a nice lot of root there. It's in its paper pot, and we're going to take the cutting off there. Okay, so first thing we need to do, as always, is put some compost in the tray. I'm just using a cell tray here. I'm using one that I have got a greenhouse lid for. They can go in pots, nothing wrong with putting them in a pot. You can definitely put them in pots. I find cell trays, you're going to get more in the space really. So I'd always say when you're taking cuttings, take more than you think you're going to need. Worst case scenario, you can give them to friends, neighbours, whatever you want to do. So let's top up there. You saw I knocks it down, made sure the compost sunk a bit so we don't get any air gaps underneath. And we want the level of the soil just to be below the top. Okay, so then we get our plug plant that we might have bought online or at a garden centre, and we're just going to literally cut just like that. Okay, now that cutting's probably a little bit too long, but I've left the plant here how I want it. I can cut this back later. So this plant here is exactly how I want it. So this is going to branch out from here. It's called stopping a fuchsia. I don't know whether that's the technical term, but that's the term we've always used on the nursery and ever since I've been growing up. So this cutting here, if I hold it over here, got a bit of contrast, you might be able to see what I'm doing. I'm just literally cutting it off to the length I want it to be. We discard that stem, and then I poke a hole in the compost. I'm just using the scissors and just place the cutting in there. And this bit here, I've never been sure how it comes across on video, but I'm gently tucking it and I'm not really pushing it down. I just want the compost to meet the stem. Now all we would do for this is go back to the cuttings that we've bought. Let me put that one back there, or plugs that we bought, sorry, and just take more cuttings. So I just snip off, check it's the length I want it, which in this particular case it is, and just plant up. And we'd fill this tray. So often you would have bought more than one variety. If you've done that, then you could label your tray or label your pot. And then the easiest thing to do once we've filled all of this up is give it a good water. And when I mean a good water, I really do mean a good water. It's at the stage where you almost couldn't overwater. In fact, I'd say you can't overwater at this stage. So give it a good water. Put your lid on, and if you're using a pot you could use a polythene bag or something like that, and put it in a warm area. And I know that's sort of open to lots of variation. So a warm area, I'd say, is going to be, we're in the UK, is going to be on a warm kitchen window, a living room or somewhere like that, somewhere that's got a nice lot of light. As opposed to seeds, we've obviously got leaves here. So the plant will want to try and grow fairly quickly. We want it to put the roots down. So we want it in, I would say, the minimum I want these plants to be is 15 degrees. If it gets up to 25, I'm more than happy. But this will keep the moisture in, so you're not going to have to water it that often. But with a glasshouse lid, you can just lift it up, check the compost, check it's nice and moist, and just put it back. And before you know it, they'll be growing away, and you'll see them grow quite quickly. If the conditions are really good, you'll start seeing them start to try and grow in 2 to 3 weeks potentially. The conditions do have to be very good for that. But if you've got any questions at all, just get in contact. We're here to help. See you soon.